I'm Josee, and you are watching Heart to Heart with the Breakfast Club. We are all digital business owners, and our intention is to have an open dialogue about various subjects and hopefully get you thinking. Please keep in mind we are expressing our opinions and drawing from our own experience. We value everyone's opinions and beliefs and would love to hear from you. Today's topic is stretch yourself, and we're not talking about exercises this morning. We're talking about a different kind of stretch. So I'm drawing from this book called, it's titled Goals, Guidelines for Designing an Extraordinary Life by Gary Blair. Sorry. Guard yourself against the habit of quitting. While we are all physical immunes, while we have a physical immune system that protects us from colds and flus, we also have a psychological immune system that helps us deal with life's adversities. If you habitually quit when the going gets tough, you risk depressing your psychological immune system. Raise the bar, up the antes, stretch yourself, think bigger. Too many of us sell out. We fly too close to the ground. We don't allow ourselves to soar to new heights. Declare war on your current boundaries. Your real limits lie far behind the artificial ones that currently exist. Quantum leaps are possible if you believe they are possible. Give yourself permission to dream, to risk, to say yes instead of no. Focus on your possibilities, not your limitations. Allow your desires to guide you rather than your fears. Scan your mind for viruses and get the bugs out of your system. Instead of arguing for your limitations, find ways to support your potential. And that's our topic for this morning. And now let's go see. Good morning, Krista. It's so good to see you this morning.
Good
Thank you for
morning.
thank you for joining us. And let's see, what is your opinion on this beautiful subject?
Yeah, well, I love this subject. I've always been a jumper. I call it a jumper. I'm sure they have a different name for it, a technical name. But if I see something I like, or if somebody says, "Hey, Krista, you want to do this?" I'm like, "Sure." And I don't even know all the details. It's like, "Yeah, let's go. Let's do it." And then I get in there and it's like, "Oh no, what did I do?" But I never quit. So I wanted to talk to the quitting part because I think that's
Okay.
a good point. That if we start something, it's very important for us not to quit, because
Mm,
even if we get into something that we don't know all the details, like I do to myself consistently, uh, it really raises your confidence and your ability to do things when you don't quit. Because
mm,
sometimes you get yourselves into things and you think, "Oh, no, I can't do this," or "There's no way I'm gonna get through this." But one step at a time, you do it every day, as long as you don't look way too far beyond at the end, and you just say, "Okay, today I'm gonna do my best. Today I'm just gonna take a few steps forward." My lessons to the kids, my kids were really sporty kids, and they wanted to try everything. I wonder where they got that from. And anyways, they would pick sports, but they hated soccer. The year they picked soccer, they hated it. And I said to them, "Well, you picked it. Now you've committed yourself to the team. You have to finish this year. You don't have to take it again, but you have to complete this year." So they did. They completed that year. It was not a fun soccer year. They hated it. They begrudged it. They did it. But they made friends. They got in there and they did, they I wouldn't say they enjoyed it as much as some of their other sports, but they learned a really valuable lesson of not quitting, right? And
Hmm.
when you commit to a project, a team, whatever, you stick to it. You can change your mind after that project is completed or whatever, but it's really important to stick through it, not only for your commitment to others, but your commitment to yourself, because you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish and what you can do when you don't think you can do it. So that's it for me today, Josee.
Well, thank you. That's perfect. And exactly what the title of this subject is, stretch yourself, right? So I always told my kids, these are all kids you haven't met yet. They're all you're going to be your friends. By the end of the week, just stick to it, you know. And it would happen, right? First thing you know, they've got new friends and they're happy. So very good. Stretch yourself. I'm very much like you. So, but we're gonna keep going here. Miss Shanaz, good morning, Shanaz. So good to see you.
Good morning to all of you, and likewise, great to seeing you guys. Because we are very short with our time, I'm going to jump to my answer regarding your question. I am no different than many other people in the earth. I have a ups and downs, and I have a time which, in my adult years, I have decided to quit. But then in time came not long ago, and I made the decision to by getting all the information and having everything logically for myself laid down based on the experience I had from my previous businesses. I involved with this business as an entrepreneur, and I realized there is no way quitting is not the question. Why? Because I see how many people have achieved their dream, and their roadmap is a great GP for me.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be lost. And as the time passed and I move forward, and I see it and I feel it in my life, the impact of this decision. And I'm so grateful to being an entrepreneur in this digital world. And especially when I see many, many, many from these 200, almost 15,000 people who they reach their dream. So I can be one of them. Why not? Right? So
Absolutely.
I am grateful for the opportunity, grateful for information session to prepare me for my decision.
Mhm.
There was enough time for me to think and make a decision, and now I see the result, and I am grateful for that.
Very
So
good. Thank you so much, Sanaz. You know, I come up with all these thoughts in my head. You know, like when I started working in the healthcare field, I had to learn for 4 years, study, and then I went into the healthcare field, and I was still learning every day. I continued to learn, and so you know, it's the same thing with an online business. We have the training, and then every week we continue to learn through the masterminds that are offered, and then learn through the community, support each other and whatnot. One thing that someone in our business says is success leaves footprints. And so, Shanaz, you know that this
yes,
business works, you
yes,
know their integrity, and so it's easy to follow.
yes,
So
with the
thank you
full
very
heart.
much for that. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
for opportunity.
Thank you. And then we have Flora. Good morning, Flora. Good to see you.
Flora is muted.
Oh, can you unmute yourself, Flora? Okay, we'll get you to unmute, and then we'll go on to Jesse. Good morning, Jesse. Thank you for joining us this morning. It's always so good to see you.
Good morning, ladies. It's good to be here. I missed you all. Stretching yourself. Wow, this is a great topic. I guess in everything we do, it's easy for you to be complacent, to be comfortable, and thinking to stretch yourself beyond what your limited capability is sometimes seems impossible, right? But to be able to think that I need more, I need to
Mm-hmm.
do more. How do I get more? Once you start asking yourself those questions, you're just on the path of stretching yourself. You're trying to identify what else? How can I get there? And we hear it all the time. Once you see people who are in positions and places that you desire to be, that's where you reach out to those people and try to understand how they did it,
Mm-hmm.
how they do it, and just follow. Not knowing what you have to invest, not knowing what you have to offer, just be coachable and just follow because you know the prize and that's where you want to be. So follow, not saying follow blindly. Of course, you have to understand it, you have to do your research, but sometimes you may not have all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
You just learn through the journey and you learn as you go. In that process, and I think Krista had mentioned it, through the journey, you realize how much you're learning.
Right.
You realize how much you're being empowered, and you even sometimes will surprise yourself as to the strength, or whether it's mental strength or physical strength that you have, didn't realize you actually had that in you. So quitting definitely isn't an option. Let's always think outside the box and stretch ourselves beyond our limits. We are creations, we can do so much. Oh my gosh, I think somebody put it in our a group chat that the I forget her name, but she is one of the public speakers and motivational speakers, and she had a picture of um, a bodybuilder who's a female and herself, and of course the bodybuilder is human and female, but she has trained, and you should see the physique of this woman, amazing, right? So if as human we can you know build our physical body to that capacity, imagine what we can do with our mental thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
with our whole life and all that evolves around us. It's there's no limit, and we have a God that is bigger than anything, and he wants us to be bigger. So, guys, there is no way you can quit on anything that you start, especially with this online business. We
Mm-hmm.
have witnessed and we continue to witness people living their best lives. And time and money is something that we all lack and we desire. So hop on this our online business, get in touch with us, and you will never regret it. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jesse. That was perfect. So there you go, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our discussion and it gave you food for thought. Are you willing to explore the possibility of working online with us to build your own online business? If you are, then take the first step and register to our free live information session happening tonight at 8 Eastern Standard Time. Go to the website of the person's page you are watching and register, or send them a message and they will make sure that you get the website to register. A replay is available as well if the time frame doesn't work for you. And so I do have a quote this morning. It says, "Some people give up their designs when they are almost have almost reached their goal, while others, on the contrary, obtain a victory by exerting at the last moment more vigorous efforts than before." And it's Polybius. I've never heard of Polybius. I'll have to look him up. Well, there you go, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we will see you again next Tuesday. Take care, everyone.